Hey guys, I'm back with the next part of our grocery e-commerce app using .NET MAUI. So in this video we'll continue from where we left in our previous video. So we'll work on this popular products section. And this is the app we have built so far, and if you want to see how we built this app so far, you can check out all the previous parts of this series. I'm going to drop the links of all those parts in the description box, so please do check those out before continuing on this one. Okay, so before working on these popular products, I want to show you something. If we stop it and if we run it again, then app is coming and we saw that white screen for some time, and then these offers and these categories were loaded, and that is because we are loading these data from our API, which is running on our port 12345, which we done in one of our previous video. So till the time it is fetching data, at that time we are not able to see anything. So ideally we should have a loader indicator. That will be the good UX. So first let's do that. After that we'll work on this product section. Fine. So when we are loading the data, we should have some flag which says that currently we are loading the data, and now we have loaded all that data. So for that, I'm in my home view model. Let me zoom it a bit. I'm in my home view model, homepage view model, and in here I'm going to have uh, private bool, let's say, is busy. Okay, and this is going to be an observable property, so we are using community toolkit .mvvm. So from here it is going to generate us a property with iNotify property changed. So let's have a default value as true, because initially we are loading the data, so let's make it true only. And in here, when we are done loading the data, then we'll set this is busy to false. Okay, and good approach would be having this in try catch. I'm having this in try finally. We'll implement exception handling it later. So for now, let's have it something like this. And cool. We have this is busy property in place. Now let's run the app, and now we'll, or maybe before running, because it is a one-time thing, what we'll do, we are going to use that property on our this page, basically the home page. So in home page, that main content is vertical stack layout. What we are going to do on this vertical stack layout, before this vertical stack layout, let's have a grid. So let me cut this. Let's have a grid without defining row and column. That means single row, single column. And after this vertical stack layout, what we are going to do, we are simply going to display that loader. And for that, let's have a grid again, and we'll bind this grid is visible with the binding of that is busy flag. So we'll display this grid. So how this is going to work, we have set this is busy and this vertical stack layout which has all the content, so like this. So how it is going to work, first it will display that vertical stack layout, then on top of this, because these two are children of this grid, so both of these will be sharing the same row and same column, so it will be kind of stacked. So it will be on this grid will be on top of this vertical stack layout, and when the is busy is true, then this vertical stack layout, this is not going to be visible. We will be only able to see this grid, and when the is busy is false, then this grid is going to be hidden, and then we could see vertical stack layout. So that is how this piece of code is going to behave. Now in this grid, let's have some designing. First thing, let's have some background, and for that background we'll use box view. And in box view, we'll use our static resource color medium, that mid color. We have set it. After that, we'll have a vertical stack layout with horizontal options at center and vertical options again at center. In this, we are going to have two items. First is activity indicator, for which is running will always be true because we are handling its state on its parent, which is this grid, right? If we want to show only this activity indicator, not this complete design, then we could simply set this is running using this binding property, something like this. Then we don't need top thing basically. Okay, fine, is running. And then let's have the color of it to white, because the background color is going to be this mid color, and on this will display the activity indicator in white color. Fine, let's have horizontal options at center again. After this, we'll have a label here with the text. We'll say fetching data. Okay, and then again text color we'll use white. After that, we'll use horizontal options at center, and let's make font size bigger, or maybe let's see how it looks, then we'll see if we need to make it bigger. And it looks fine. Let's stop the app, save everything, and run the app again. App is loading, and we can see this fetching data, and then when we had the data, then that indicator is not here, and now we can see these things. Fine, now let's jump to the popular product section. But if you remember, we added seeding data for offers and categories but not for products. So in order to show the products on the UI, we need to have the products in our database. So for that, let's add some products. So in the data entities, if you remember, the way we are using seeding data, that is in the respective entities, we are using this method, right? Get initial categories, and in offers get initial offers. Or maybe let's do one thing, let's rename these get initial data, something like this. So the method name will be common. And in categories also, let's do get initial data. Fine, same thing we'll do with products. We are going to have public static enumerable of product, and we'll say get initial data, and from here we are going to return a list of products. Let me stop everything. Okay, this is coming from this API. Fine, so here we'll have a list of products equals to new list of products, and we'll return our products from here. Cool. Now let's go to our data context. In data context, we are using this on model creating. Then we have this static method from where we are actually adding the seed data. So let me copy this thing, the offers, and here we'll say model builder dot entity product, and then product dot get initial data. So we are actually seeding the products as well. Now we need to add the products. So for this, I have prepared list of products. Let me get that. And I have added this data, and we are having an issue. The problem is, okay, to make it simplified for my experience to add this data. So I generated this data using JavaScript. So the direct link, I have, it had I think more than 100 products, 300. Oh my god, I have added so much data. So I'm using this constructor of this. So let's add a constructor. But before constructor, I had this unit. We missed unit in this product, right? We have ID, name, image, price, category ID, and then we also need to have this price unit for this price. Maybe this is per pound, per container, per kg, or anything, per dozen. So for that, right now I'm using string. So public string unit, and we'll make it required, and let's say max length, I don't know, 25. Fine. And now let's add a constructor here. Generate a constructor. Fine. And we don't need this last category. ID, name, image, which is null, decimal price, unit, and category ID. Fine. So the image is null here because I have generated more than 300 products, and it is very hard for me to find images for all these products. So if someone from you want to help me, you can somehow link some images which are hosted on somewhere on public live server which we can use here. So maybe you can go to this repo, this branch, and you can come in this file which is product.cs in API project data entities product.cs, and you can add the image URLs here, and then you can raise a PR. I can merge it, then we'll have some live data. But for now I'm not having these images. We'll see something, maybe we'll have a list of images, and we'll randomize those images so that we can have a nice UI that we can look into later. Fine. So the way I have generated these, first I have added data on the basis of our category. So meat and seafood, then eggs, then butter, cheese, all these categories. And at the end, I have tried to add some data in direct categories, the main categories basically. So this exotic fruit, seasonal, these are subcategories. We have two levels of categories. If you go to category, you can check. We have two levels. First is main category. On these, we have this parent ID as 0, which is this fruits, then vegetables, then dairy, then eggs and meat. These four are main categories. Then these other categories: eggs, meat, seafood, butter, cheese, milk, yogurt, salad, leafy vegetables, green vegetables, and seasonal and exotic fruits. These are subcategories. So first I have added data to these subcategories. Then I have added some data directly to fruit and vegetables so that we can have the data on the UI basically. Okay, so we have this data, everything looks fine. Now we need to add our migration to generate this data, generate this column unit, and add the initial products data. For that, let's save it. Let's open the package manager console, and from here we'll select our API project. For this we need to set this API project as startup. Set a startup project. Again open package manager console. From here default project is API. We'll add migration. We'll say add products or seed products. Enter. And build failed. What happens? Let's see. We are in API build. Rebuild all succeeded. What was the issue then? Package manager console, API. Let's try one more time. And build failed. What is the issue? One failed. The failed is annotation nullable reference type. No, this is not the error. We have some error. What is it? This is coming from Maui and we should be fine with this. We can select this. This is not the issue. Then what is the issue? CS Plus. It is trying to build everything. Let's try one more time. Package Manager console. Let me pin it. And again build failed. And it is not showing me anything. Seed products and build failed directly. What is the issue here? API, clean, and rerun the API again to succeed it. Clean everything, come here, build failed. Let me see what is the issue. I'll be back soon. It worked. I cleaned the solution, closed the Visual Studio, opened it again. Still, it was not working, and finally, I had to do this return null from here. Somehow, the conditional compilation, this is uh, not working. This is faking out. It was not picking this. So, I think we are good. We have these first. So, if it will be an Android, this will be returned, and on iOS, the correct HTTP message handler is going to be returned. So, we should be good. After that I simply done run that add migration and seed products and we are good. Next thing, let's update the database. Update database so that this data, all these products, these get saved to the database. And we are good. Cool. After this, what we need to do, now we have products in our database, we need to get data for that popular product section. So for that, what we are going to do, in our programs.cs we have all these minimal API endpoints. Here only we'll have one more endpoint, and let's have not have it as masters, let's have direct it as a direct endpoint. So what we'll do app dot map get and the URL, let's say popular products, fine. So we'll inject our data context here the same way we are using in previous endpoints. So context, and after that let's have one more parameter here which is count. So how many popular products you want. So we'll have it as nullable, and we are having it nullable because I think this minimal API does not support optional parameters. Feature lambda optional parameters currently in preview and unsupported. So what we'll do instead, we'll have it nullable, and then we'll check here if count does not have any value or count is less than equals 0. If that's the case, we'll set this count to a minimum of 6 products. So I'm having 6 because on the UI I want to show these products in a 2 column layout, so we'll have 3 rows, basically 6 top products. Now we can get our popular products here. So we'll use random products because we don't have that logic which will give us a popular product. So what instead we'll do, we'll use random products. So here we'll say await context dot products dot as no tracking dot, here we'll say order by, and we'll order by random. So GUID dot new GUID, so it is going to give us some random products, and from here we'll simply take the count dot value products, and then to array async, and we should be good now. From here we'll return our data, random products, or instead let's change these to typed results, right? That is a recommended way. So we'll say typed results dot okay, and like this. So let's do this thing for the previous two as well. So we'll say this typed result dot okay, fine, and same thing here, typed result dot okay. Okay, so we have data ready, we have our endpoint ready. Let's go to products, spelling mistake, products. Fine. Now we have all this data ready. Now let's go to our MAUI project, and there we'll add a new service to get these products. So let's go to services, and we have category service, we have offer service, right? We don't have product service. So let's create a new class file here, which we'll call products service, and which will be derived from base API service. Fine. Then we need to add the constructor with HTTP client factory, and we'll use the same similar approach here. We'll change the method name to get popular products async, and the return type would be okay. Now we have a situation. Let's do this first. The endpoint is popular products, we are not providing query string, and if you want to provide, you can do like this. If you want to contain, or if you want to accept is as a parameter, that also you can do. So you could say something like this count, and then here you simply need to change it to this dynamic variable like this. Okay, so I'm not using this. I just showed you how you can do this. Let's remove this. Fine, and let's move this product service to its separate class. So we have product service here. Now next thing, we'll register this product service in our dependency container, where we have all other services. So we have category service, we have this. Let's register this product service as well. Product builder services add singleton product service. Now we can inject this product service wherever we need it. Okay, and where we need it, we need this in our view model, home view model. So we'll inject this product service, assign it as a field, fine, and we have observable collections for category and offers. Same way we'll have observable collection for product, and we'll name it popular products. Now the problem is, I think we are having this product which has all these data, but we need the products from the type which we have in API. So from API we are returning product entity, and here we are getting this product, and this product when we will add this in cart, the quantity is going to be changed. So for that we will need to have one more property here. Let's say print cart quantity, and this should be a reactive property. So we'll need to have it as observable object, then we need to have it as observable property. So instead of doing this in here, let's remove this product from here, and in our shared project, let's create a new folder and we'll have our DTOs here. So let's consider it as a DTO, data transfer objects. So here we'll new class file which will say product DTO. Product DTO. Fine. And in this product DTO, let's make it public, and let's get the same constructor we have from our entity, API, data, entity, and product. Fine. So we have this constructor. Let's get this constructor and have it here, and all these properties also. Properties as well. Fine. We have all these properties, and when then we have this constructor, we'll change it to product DTO. Okay, cool. Everything looks fine. The only thing is here we don't need these data annotations, and we will need a new property here. First let me clean this up. Fine. First we'll change it to partial because we are going to make it observable. So observable object, and we cannot have it because we have not installed our community toolkit.mvvm. So let's copy that from our MAUI project, this community toolkit mvvm. You can use the NuGet package manager console or the GUI. I'm directly going to add it here. So item group and community toolkit mvvm. So it will get it from here, and now we can use this observable object. And all these things, id is not going to change, name is not going to change, image, price, unit, category id, and image could change if we let's say if we are using some placeholder images before, and when we got the image then we are using this image, something like this, or maybe we'll change or randomize the image, then also maybe we need to change this. So the point is, let's make it reactive, observable basically, underscore image, and remove this from here, and let's decorate it with observable property. Fine. Then price is not going to change, unit is not going to change, category id is not going to change, but when we'll add this product to the cart, the quantity we can increase and decrease. So initially there will not be any entry of this product, but when we'll say add this item to product, then it will be 1 2 3 4 5, or maybe when we remove items, so there should be some observable property for this. So for this we'll have private int, and let's say cart quantity of this product, quantity. So this is also going to be an observable property. Cool. So the default value is 0, so it will be 0 by default. And I think we are good with this product DTO now. And in our, this is, what is this, in our MAUI project, we can remove this. Okay, we'll remove it later. For now, let's see. We were in our home page view model. So here we need to have this collection of type this product DTO. And if so, we need to go to product service, and it should also return product DTO. Product DTO. Fine. And if we are expecting product DTO, then the data our API is returning, it should also return product DTO. So for that, what we'll do, we'll go to our API program.cs. We have this data random products. We are right now returning the main entity. So instead we need to return the product DTO. So for that, again we have couple of different approaches. We could implement auto mapper, we could implement our custom mapper, we could have some centralized place where we are doing these mappings, or this is a very vast topic, debatable topic, and everyone has its own views. But how I am going to do it in this project, I'll go to entities, I'll go to product, and here only I'll have it, the mapper I'm going to have it here only in products, product entity class basically. So for that, what I'll do, I'll say internal static read only expression func of product to product DTO. It will receive a product and return a product DTO. DTOs, and let's say DTO selector. Okay, so we'll get P, which is product, and we'll return product DTO. So P.id, P.name, P.image, P.price, P.unit, unit, and then P.category ID. Cool. Now we can use this DTO selector in place in our not data context. Where is our API? Here is our API. So after taking or before taking, what we'll say select, and here we could say product dot DTO selector, DTO selector, product using entities dot DTO selector, and now it will return us a list of array of product DTOs basically. So now we are getting product DTOs, so we are good. Everything looks fine. Let's go to our view model again. View model, homepage view model. We have this popular product, so we need to fetch these popular products as well. We are fetching offers, we are fetching the categories. So let's do the similar thing. So after offers task, we'll have, let's say, popular products task, and we'll get it from our product service dot get popular products async, and the way we are looping for offers will loop through for products. So product, this is going to be product, and then we'll have popular products dot add this product. Cool. So we are getting products data now. Now we need to display this products data on the UI. So this video is very long. Should I continue on this one only, or should I drop it here and work on the UI part next? Okay, so maybe I think we should wait here for this video, and I'll drop the next part where I'm going to work on the UI of these popular products, because that also going to be long actually. We'll use some custom controls, reusable controls, we'll use bindings, we'll use maybe layout with different bindable layouts basically. So okay, so I think that's all for this video. That video you will not have to wait much. I'll drop that video tomorrow only. So please like this video, share this video, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon so that whenever I upload the next parts, you'll get the notification and you can check those out. Okay, so that's all for this video. Bye bye.